Hi, I'm Sarah, Connor's mom.
Hi, I'm Chris, an audience member.
Today, I will be talking about the importance of recovery for athletes. Hi, everybody. So, I'm guessing most of us have played a sport before, whether it's baseball, basketball, track, or even just hitting the gym. And we all know the grind, right? Everybody talks about how important it is to train and lift heavy, but nobody talks about the most important part, recovery. Most athletes focus on how they can just keep practicing and what they do there, but not enough on how they rest. And that's a problem because according to experts, skipping recovery can lead to serious injuries, burnouts, and plain exhaustion. So today I'm going to be talking about why recovery matters, the best way to do this, and what can happen if we totally ignore it. Why is recovery important and why does it matter? Recovery is basically the time your body needs to repair itself after workouts, games, or practices. It includes rest, sleep, stretching, hydration, and eating the right foods. According to UCH Health, recovery is when your body rebuilds muscle tissues and replaces energy and reduces soreness after activities. Think about it like this. When you work out, you're actually breaking down muscle fibers, and recovery is what builds them back together stronger than before. Skipping recovery doesn't just make you tired. It causes overtraining where your body never really gets a break. That's when you start feeling sluggish, losing focus, and your risk for injury, like pulled muscles or stretch fractures, go way up. And it is not just physical recovery that it helps. It helps your mental too. When you take time to rest, your stress level goes down and your focus goes up. And you feel way more confident than before the next game or practice. What are ways that we can recover? Alright, so now we know recovery matters. Let's talk about how we actually do it. First up is sleep. The easiest and most important part of recovery is sleep. The Sleep Foundation says athletes need about 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night for full recovery. That's when your muscles are repaired, your body grows stronger, and your brain resets. If you're only getting like 5 hours of sleep a night, you're not giving your body enough time to heal. Next, hydration and nutrition. You lose a ton of fluids and energy when you play or train. So drinking enough water and eating right is huge. Getting protein and carbs after workouts helps rebuild muscle and restores energy levels. Then there's active recovery, like walking, yoga, or swimming on your rest days to get your blood flowing. The Cleveland Clinic says that this helps your blood flow and reduces soreness faster than just sitting around and doing nothing. And of course, we have stretching and mobility work. Stretching keeps your muscles loose and flexible, which helps prevent stiffness and cramps. Foam rolling and massages are also great for relaxing tight muscles and improving circulation. What happens when athletes don't recover? So, what if you just keep pushing through and skip recovery? Well, it might work for a little while, but eventually it catches up to you. Athletes who don't recover properly are way more likely to get injured and burned out. The Athlete's Guide to Recover journal says injuries like tendonitis or stretch fractures usually come from poor recovery habits. When your body's tired all the time, your reaction slows down, your energy drops, and your motivation will disappear. You start playing worse than you thought you could. Even whenever you're working hard. And long term, that can shorten your athletic career and make it harder to stay active later in your life. So, to wrap it up, we've learned that recovery is just as important as training. It keeps our body healthy, your mind sharp, and your performance strong. Recovery isn't just lazy, it's about being healthy. It gives your body the time it needs to rebuild and come back stronger. As somebody who plays baseball year round, I totally understand how it's easy to skip rest days and think, All you need to do is get better, even if it's just working in the cage all day. But recovery is what actually will help us play harder when we're out there in the field and we really need the energy. And it will obviously keep us from getting hurt. At the end of the day, every athlete who wants to perform at their best, recovery is the secret to making that happen. With the right mix of hard work and rest, we can all stay healthy, strong, and ready to compete for years to come. Thank you for listening.
And see. Now, were you trying to say stress fracture or stretch fracture?
Stress.
Okay, because you said stretch twice, and I was like, maybe he's trying to say that.
Yeah, I was struggling
Yeah.
saying it.
I was like, I didn't know if you were trying to say it or
Are you
not.
gonna do it one more time?
No, I mean, I thought it was good.